So, what if I told you there's an AI tool from Google and it's so powerful it could literally help you learn any skill, land new clients, and maybe even build an entire digital business from scratch? I'm serious. This is a tool that might just make you forget ChatGPT even exists. I love this quote. Someone described this tool perfectly: an ATM for knowledge. And that's exactly what it feels like. You're not just using a piece of software, you're making a direct withdrawal of instantly accessible, totally usable information. What am I talking about? It's Google's Notebook LM. Now, here's the key difference. Unlike AIs that just go out and scrape the whole internet, Notebook LM is your personal AI. It only works with the stuff you give it: your documents, your videos, your notes. It takes your sources and turns them into this incredible, personalized learning engine. All right, so let's get into it. We're going to start with the first and honestly the most fundamental use case: just using Notebook LM to learn pretty much anything way faster than you normally could. We'll call this the crawl phase. First, you learn to crawl. Getting started is ridiculously easy. Okay, picture this. You've got a long, super detailed YouTube video you need to understand, but you just don't have hours to sit and watch it. Well, with this, you just create a new notebook, pop the video link in as a source, and that's it. You're literally ready to start pulling all the knowledge out of it. Okay, and this is where the magic really starts. The second your source is loaded, Notebook LM can instantly spit out all these different types of materials to help you understand the content on a way deeper level. And the best part? It's all just one click away. For instance, let's say you have that 2-hour lecture. Boom. You can distill that entire thing down into a single, really well-designed infographic. It'll pull out all the main arguments, the key data points, the whole structure. It just makes super complex information easy to get in a single glance. It's kind of crazy. Or hey, maybe you're more of a visual thinker who needs to see how all the pieces connect. No problem. You can generate an interactive mind map. This lets you actually explore the relationships between different ideas, zoom in on the little details, and just navigate the information in a way that isn't just a straight line. It's much more dynamic. And this is huge for really making stuff stick. Notebook LM can create a quiz for you based on your source material. It's the perfect way to do what's called active recall, actually testing what you've learned. And if you get something wrong, it doesn't just say, nope, wrong answer. It tells you why it's wrong and points you to the right info. For students, or really anyone learning a new skill, this is an absolute game changer. So look, those one-click generations are awesome for sure. But the real power, the real magic, comes when you actually guide the AI with a good, specific prompt. A really well-written prompt is going to give you something that's tailored exactly to what you need, and the quality is just so much higher. You have to remember, what you put in is what you get out. Better prompt, better result. Simple as that. All right, so we've covered the crawl phase. Now let's move on to walk. This is where we take this from just a cool personal learning tool and turn it into a super practical strategy, specifically for any freelance social media managers out there who want to win more clients. So here's the hack step by step. First, you go find successful YouTubers in your niche, but specifically the ones who aren't really doing anything on LinkedIn. You take their best, most popular video, and you plug it into Notebook LM as a source. Then you tell the AI, generate 5 to 7 viral LinkedIn posts from this video. You then take that content, which is ready to go, by the way, and you pitch the YouTuber with it. You're showing up with immense value right from the get-go. And just think about how efficient this is. You're not creating anything from scratch here. You're just taking their content, which you already know works, and you're repurposing it for a new platform. A single 2-hour podcast can literally become a whole week's worth of amazing social media posts. I mean, how can they say no to that? It makes your pitch just about irresistible. Okay, we've crawled, we've walked. Now it's time for the run phase. This is where things get really exciting. We're going beyond just serving clients. We're going to use this tool as the engine to build your very own digital business. So here's the big idea. Just imagine this for a second. What if you could take, say, the top 100 of the most popular business podcasts out there, and extract every single core insight from all of them, and then package it all up into one single super high-value digital product?
Think about it. For every single one of those 100 podcasts, you could use NotebookLM to generate a whole suite of assets. You'd have the detailed written summaries, visual infographics for the key concepts, mind maps for each topic, quizzes to test what you've learned, even 10-minute audio overviews. You put all of that together and you have this incredible all-in-one knowledge pack. The value you're offering here is it's off the charts. Your customers would get hundreds, maybe thousands of hours of wisdom from the absolute best business minds in the world, all perfectly summarized and visualized for them. You're saving them a truly massive amount of time and effort, and you could sell it for a tiny price, maybe $10. It's a no-brainer. And that right there is the key. That's the core of why this idea is so powerful. You're not really just selling information, you're selling time. You are literally giving people back their most valuable asset. And when you do that, you've got something that's not just compelling, it's the kind of thing that can go viral. So let's just quickly recap the whole journey, right? We started at crawl, just using NotebookLM for our own learning, our own personal growth. Then we moved to walk, using that skill to create value for other people and land clients. And finally, we hit run, where we leveraged the whole thing to build a scalable product and a real business. It's a really clear path from learning all the way to earning. It all starts with the sources you decide to feed it. This tool fundamentally changes how you interact with information. It's not just passive consumption anymore, it's active creation. So the real question to leave you with isn't just about what you can learn, it's about what you can build. What if the notes you take today could literally be the foundation of your next business tomorrow?